Saying yes to small favors often looks harmless, but being polite can quietly hand someone power over your choices. The core move the book points to is that tiny triggers push big decisions. Once you learn to spot them, you can pick your moves on purpose. This idea helps people who want to stop being nudged by sales, friends, or everyday habits. Let's start with reciprocity. When someone gives you something, you feel a pressure to give back, even when you never asked for the gift. It's not drama, it's a hardwired push that makes refusal awkward. Like when a coworker brings coffee and you suddenly feel weird saying no to a later favor. This is what the book means by reciprocity, an obligation triggered by a gift. In Influence, the effect even works with tiny, unsolicited favors, which makes it easy to use without the other person noticing. The practical upshot is that marketers, charities, and people in your life can lean on small offers to build leverage. Don't misread reciprocity as always friendly. The move works whether the giver had good intentions or not. But giving a small gift can also start a chain where you keep acting the same way, which leads straight into how commitments lock behavior. Small commitments push you into longer commitments because humans hate being inconsistent with their past actions. When you say something out loud or sign your name, you're more likely to keep acting in line with that statement. This is what the book means by commitment and consistency. Public or written promises create a future you feel bound to. The realistic implication is simple. Once you agree to a small step, quitting later feels like breaking your own story. That's why sales scripts ask for tiny yeses first. A common misinterpretation is thinking consistency equals stubbornness. It's not. It's a shortcut your brain uses to reduce doubt and save energy. And bad actors can exploit that to get predictable behavior. Knowing that, you can pause before agreeing to the small step you didn't mean to take. When you're unsure, you copy others. That's social proof. Popularity becomes a quick signal for what's safe or correct. In murky situations, we default to the crowd, and that makes the crowd a shortcut decision tool. This is what the book frames as social proof. You look outward when inside information is missing. The real risk is assuming the crowd knows more than it does. And when you copy others, you might stop questioning who actually knows more, which is exactly where authority steps in. So popularity can lead you to follow patterns without checking if they make sense for you. Symbols of expertise, titles, uniforms, degrees, shape obedience in a big way. People defer to perceived experts and often follow advice without checking how relevant it is. This is what the book means by authority. We're wired to trust certain cues of expertise whether the person deserves it or not. The implication is practical and a bit worrying. An outfit, a badge, or a confident delivery can win compliance even when the substance is weak. Don't confuse visible authority with actual authority. That difference is where good judgment matters. Ask what the expert actually knows about your exact situation before you follow their lead. You're more easily persuaded by people you like, and things that seem rare feel more valuable. They work together. Liking grows from similarity, compliments, and cooperation, and each makes compliance easier. Scarcity creates urgency. Limited time or limited supply makes you hurry and decide faster. This is what the book highlights about liking and scarcity. Affection opens the door, and scarcity pushes you through it. The practical result is that a friendly pitch plus a limited offer is a powerful combo, and it's used everywhere from sales to social situations. A common misuse is treating people you like as automatically trustworthy. Scarcity can also trick you into choices you later regret because you acted under pressure instead of info. Notice both forces, and you'll see how they're combined to shorten your thinking and speed decisions. Where these tricks tend to fail is when people start using them as moral shortcuts, assuming influence equals truth or that compliance equals consent. The real weakness is not the rules themselves, but the automatic way we hand over choice when simple cues are flipped. The most solid takeaway is practical. Learn the triggers named in a book so you can pause instead of reflexively following them. Which small influence will you choose to notice and handle differently today?